Hey everyone, if you have been following my videos, you would know that I am more inclined towards technology stocks. First reason is because I myself have a tech background. So that gives me a sense of understanding of tech companies and a confidence to invest my money. Second, I strongly believe that future is digital. You can't imagine any business without technology. Even the traditional business today have become tech-based. For example, finance is now fintech, retail has become e-commerce, education is now edutech, even manufacturing is heavily using technologies like IoT, automation, etc. And the future cars are all about software on wheels. So future is certainly digital, and tech companies would certainly benefit from this mega trend. And third, tech business is highly scalable and profitable with negligible debt and high cash flow. That's a great recipe for multi-bagger returns. Surely in 2021, the technology sector became expensive after a sharp rally, but 2022 has seen some sharp corrections, and now the valuations are looking a bit reasonable. So my first video of this Next Multibagger series has to be from technology sector. And the small cap technology company that I am going to cover today is a leading player in electric vehicle space, helping leading OEMs of the world in creating software on the wheels. This company had its IPO just 3 years ago and it's already up 7 times from its IPO listing price. Currently it commands a market cap of around 20,000 crore. Can you guess the name? Well, it's KPIT Technology. Now in this video, I will cover 5 points that I would look into a multi-bagger stock: business and its future, key strength and risk, and leadership, financials, and finally the valuation. But before we proceed, I've already created an in-depth video on who should watch this series. If you haven't watched that video, then pause this video and watch that video first. Link is there on top right corner. And this is the first episode of the Next Multibagger series. If you're really interested in long-term investing and identifying the next multibagger, ensure that you subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon to never miss an update. Alright, let's get started. Although KPIT Technology IPO was launched in 2019, KPIT is in the business of IT and technology since 1990. However, in 2019, KPIT decided to completely focus on mobility solution in electric vehicle software technology space. Hence, it sold all its non-automotive business to Birlasoft and got relisted as KPIT Technology in 2019. If you look at the business of KPIT Technology, it has got mainly 3 verticals: powertrain, AD/ADAS, that is autonomous driving advanced driver assistance system, and third, connected vehicle. Let's try to understand them a bit more. KPIT powertrain practice covers software development, integration and maintenance of a combined powertrain coordination unit, including charging control for next generation power electronics architecture of electric vehicle. Basically, KPIT helps automobile companies in building the software side for power generation of electricity in electric vehicle. Second, KPIT AD/ADAS vertical works on end-to-end development of autonomous driving and advanced driver assistance software, starting from requirement gathering, development, integration to testing. Now there is already a lot of buzz around the autonomous driving and advanced driver assistance software that focus on reducing accidents with collision avoidance technologies, cruise control system, etc. KPIT third practice is connected vehicle. The future cars would be connected with wireless devices, and KPIT Technology Connected Vehicle Practice provides solution architecture of digital connected services platform through its end-to-end capability of user experience, app development, embedded software development, integration, hosting, automation testing, and validation. In terms of revenue contribution, in FY22, powertrain practice is the biggest contributor with 37% share, followed with AD/ADAS with 19% contribution, then connected vehicle contributed 11% in revenue, and other contribution was 33%. If you look at the revenue breakup by geography, in FY22, 39% revenue came from US, 40% from Europe, and 21% from rest of the world. So majority of business still comes from US and Europe. In terms of revenue breakup by vertical, in FY22, 74% revenue of the company has come from passenger car and 24% from commercial vehicle. I hope you got a good understanding of business model of KPIT Technology. Now as far as future is concerned, the future of mobility is connected, autonomous, shared, and electric. It basically means that the traditional vehicles would be replaced by new cars that would use the latest technology, and that's where companies like KPIT Technology will play a crucial role in partnering for software related services for the new generation of mobility solution. So basically the future cars would not be traditional cars. There would be software on the wheels, and that's where companies like KPIT Technology would play a crucial role. KPIT is growing both organically and inorganically with acquisition. It recently acquired controlling stake in Path Partner Technology with initial purchase of 89 crore. Path Partner basically specializes in operating system software and low-level software for automotive, camera, radar, and multimedia devices. Then it acquired 25% stake in German-based future mobility solution and remaining stake over the next 3 years for 130 crore. In last quarter, KPIT acquired a German company Technica for 640 crore rupees. So that's a big acquisition. As far as long-term growth prospects are concerned, I believe that it is just the beginning for KPIT technology growth journey. It's like Infosys and TCS of 90s and early 20s. Now you can imagine the future. As far as near-term growth prospects are concerned, after the Q2 results, KPIT management has mentioned that Q2 FY23 performance has been better than expectation. We have a healthy pipeline with couple of mega engagements expected to get closed within 3 to 4 months. We have raised FY23 growth outlook to 31 to 32%. In fact, recently on 23rd November, KPIT announced a mega deal with Renault Group, which is 100-plus-year-old auto company headquartered in France. KPIT is expected to deploy over 600 engineers to build software for Renault for its next generation electric vehicle. It's a multi-year and multi-million-dollar engagement. So even the short-term future prospects are very positive. Overall on company business and growth prospect, I would rate it 10 on 10. Now it's very important to understand key strength of KPIT that will help the company sustain and grow for the next 20-30 years. First, company has 30 years of experience with complete focus on automotive and mobility industry. Over the last 30 years, KPIT technology has built capability in mobility sector that is something that can't be replicated overnight. Today, company has a strength of 8,000 plus employees with 51 patents, 25 plus tier 1 OEM strategic partner, 500 plus production program experience and 7 engineering centers. And over the years, KPIT has built strong relationship with leading OEMs of the world. So it is already leading the next generation software on the wheel segment. And this competency has created a thick economic moat for the company to sustain for the next 20-30 years. Then second strength is high entry barrier. EV software is a segment that requires specialized knowledge and skill set. Hence, this sector has a high entry barrier with few companies building the software for next generation car of the entire world. Then third, low cost workforce with required skill set. The reason why Indian IT industry has flourished in the last 30-40 years is because it has built an ecosystem with required talent available at very low cost as compared to developed countries. As a result, majority of top global OEM players have partnered with companies like KPIT to build the next generation electric vehicle. And this trend would continue in the future. Now, if you look at the key risk, then first risk in the near term is slowdown in demand from US and Europe. As we know that the global economy is struggling with slowdown and this slowdown is expected to continue for FY23. So this could impact the near-term growth of KPIT. Although please understand that EV is a segment where companies would continue to invest. Because if they don't invest today, they will be out of competition. So majority of OEM players are continuing their investment in the EV software segment. This is the reason EV software segment has not seen a sharp fall in growth. Then in the long term, there is a risk of technology obsolescence. Since KPIT is into technology space, there is always a risk of technology obsolescence. Hence, it has to continuously innovate and offer the best-in-class solution to sustain its leadership. Then third risk is attrition risk. Talent is the most important asset of technology companies. So it is very important for companies like KPIT to retain its talent and avoid high attrition. We have already seen high attrition in IT sector in last 1 year and how it has impacted the margins. Although it is now clear that the attrition rate in IT sector is on consistent decline. Then final risk is competitor risk. Although there are high entry barriers in EV software segment, there are already top class companies operating in EV segment. For example, in India, you have companies like Tata Elxsi and L&T Technology Service. Both are top class companies. By the way, I have all three companies, Tata Elxsi, KPIT and L&T Technology in my portfolio. I feel that these three companies are like the TCS, Infosys and HCL of 90s and can really grow big from here. So competition risk is always there. Moreover, even the traditional IT companies including TCS, Infosys, HCL, Wipro are investing heavily in new age softwares. So they also pose a challenge for KPIT. Overall, looking at the key strength, risk and competition, I would rate KPIT 8 on 10. If you look at the leadership of KPIT Technology, it has three co-founders. First is Mr. Ravi Pandit, who is co-founder and chairman of KPIT Technology. Having run a chartered accountancy firm for close to a decade, after finishing his master's studies, Mr. Ravi set up KPIT with his co-founder in 1990. He's a gold medalist and fellow member of Institute of Chartered Accountants of India and holds Master from Sloan School of Management, MIT, Cambridge. Then second co-founder is Mr. Kishore Patil, who is the CEO and MD of KPIT. Then third, Mr. Sachin Tikekar is the President and Joint MD of KPIT. Overall, KPIT leadership is very competent and has the right experience to lead the company in the future growth journey. Hence, on the leadership, I would rate it 10 on 10. Now, if you look at the financials of KPIT, since it got demerged in 2019, we have to look at the data from 2020. So, if you look at the revenues have grown from 2,156 crore in FY20 to 2,705 crore in trailing 12 months. And if you look at the profits have grown from 148 crore in March 20 to levels of 322 crore. So, there is a sharp jump in the profits of the company. Next, if you look at the quarter-on-quarter performance, this is very interesting data. So, if you look at the revenue, in last 9 quarters, there is a consistent growth in the revenues of company. It was $65.3 million in Q1 of FY21, and since then, it has grown in 9 consecutive quarters. Even the EBITDA has grown on a consistent basis in 9 quarters. In Q1 of FY21, it was 662 million rupee, and look at this sharp jump in the EBITDA in last 9 quarters. So that itself speaks about the fundamentals of company. Next, if you look at the margins have improved from 13% to 15%, and latest margins are 19%. And for the FY23, company has given a margin guidance of 18 to 20%. Next, if you look at the ROE and ROCE, although it was on lower side for a couple of years, but it has improved, and in latest trailing 12-month ROE is 23.1% and ROCE is 27.3%, which is very good. Next, if you look at the debt to equity, it has always been on lower side, and trailing 12-month debt to equity is 0.13, which is well under control. Finally, if you look at the cash position, it was 327 crore in FY20, so this is basically in million. So it was 327 crore, and then it has improved to 1038 crore. And if you look at the latest cash position, it stood at 960 crore. So overall, if you look at it, the growth has been good, profitability is high, debt to equity is well under control, and cash position is very good. Overall on financials, I would rate KPIT 10 on 10. Finally, the valuation part. KPIT Technology had its IPO in 2019 and it was listed at around 100 rupee. Since then, KPIT touched a high of 800 rupee and currently trading at levels of 720. At current levels, KPIT is trading at a P ratio of 62. This is certainly a premium valuation. A simple reason is bright growth prospect for the company. Even Tata Elxsi is trading at a similar valuation with P ratio of 62. But that is after more than 30% correction recently. Interestingly, in last 1 year, while majority of IT companies have tanked badly, KPIT share is up 50%. That shows inherent strength in company share. In fact, if you look at the shareholding pattern, FIs were net seller in the company from September 21 to June 22 and DIs were net seller from December 21 to June 22. However, both have increased stake in the company in latest September quarter. Overall, on current valuation, I would rate KPIT 6 out of 10 due to its expensive valuation. But this is one company that is worth adding in SIP mode. Personally, I have an average buy price of 400 rupee and I'm sitting on around 80% profit. But this is one company where I keep a close eye and utilize every opportunity to add KPIT in a systematic manner. When KPIT launched its IPO, it was valued at a market cap of around 2,850 crore. And the share is already up nearly 7 times to command a market cap of 20,000 crore. And it has all the potential to grow 100 times from its IPO price to become a 2.8 lakh crore market cap in the next 15-20 years. So even from current levels, there is a potential to grow more than 10 times. So in this video, we covered the fundamentals of KPIT Technologies. If I summarize the score on business model and growth prospect, I've rated it 10 on 10. On key strength, risk and competition, I've rated it 8 on 10. On leadership, I've rated it 10 on 10. On financials, I've rated it 10 on 10. Finally, on valuation, I've rated it 6 on 10. So that's a total score of 44 out of 50. Now tell me, what is your view on KPIT Technology? Have you invested in this company? And if you haven't invested, then before investing your money, make sure that you do your own research. And if you want to learn the art of fundamental analysis, then I have a complete course on that. You can explore that course. I provided the link in the pinned comment. I hope you'll find this video useful. I'll see you in next video. Till then, take care.